Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you one question, and I want for you to think about your staff or the people that you work with. How many of you have asked for a favor, or at least asked someone to do something, only to be given a result where there is actually no response at all? Like you have asked personally, you went up to a friend and said, "Can you help me complete this task? I need it by tomorrow morning." Alright, the person tells you, okay. Then after that, the next morning, when you go up to him or her, and you ask them, have you done this, have you completed this task or anything? And they said, oh, not yet. How many of us have actually been in that situation? I mean, at least for me, I know I have gone through multiple of this. And the reason I feel that people do not really take your words seriously is it has to do with how your perspective is like, right? So today, I would like to share with you a little bit about how you can make your professional workplace communication a lot more seamless, and you also force some people to take accountability and also responsibility in terms of delivering something that you have asked for, all right? Like it or not, communication breakdowns will happen, alright? Communications breakdown will happen because of I do not respond to WhatsApp. Now this is very common. A lot of times when you message someone or you put into, even when you put that urgent, please reply or anything, they will say, I don't respond to WhatsApp. This is a very common excuse that people will use to tell you that, oh, I didn't see your message, right? So which leads on to, my inbox is full. If you send emails or if you send, you know how some staff that you have, they don't ever respond to your email. And then when you actually go up to them and you check with them, then they'll say, I don't know, I didn't see your email. Why? Because they have 2,000 emails unread. Have you all felt that before? Yeah, and the earliest email that they have not read is probably from 3 months ago. They did not read. Again, this has happened to me before, and that's why I can tell you straight away how it feels like. Then you have, oh, I missed your call. Now, normally as normal human being, right, when you see a missed call on your phone, business phone, what would you do? Call back, right? But a lot of times people say, oh, I missed your call, and then they don't call you back. And you go like, why are people not responding anymore? These are still the common excuses. Then you have, I have too many messages to go through. This one happens normally to who? When you speak to someone who is, who do you think who do you think these people are? Any idea? For me, back when I was working, still working with people, right? This used to be my boss. Alright? Or back at home, even worse, this used to be my father. So it does not only happen in the workplace, it actually also happens within your personal life. Now, this causes a lot of frustration for people who are in need of an urgent answer and in need of immediate rectification of something. Now, some of these things happen because, okay, I understand that not everyone will read their phone constantly, right? But there must be a certain integrity or at least a certain timeline that we adhere to. So today we're going to look into how we can combat this problem. There are ways that we can counter this type of problem, right? The first being, you have to set a response deadline with consequence, okay? For example, if I were to send an email out and I need people to tell me because it has to do with, let's say, RSVP, right? Now, why is RSVP important in any of your events? You need to prepare how many lunches, or you need to prepare how many goodie bags are coming in to give out to people. You need to make sure there's enough. You have more, no problem. You cannot have less, right? So all these things need to come in. So what do I mean by set a response deadline with consequence? Now, a lot of times, a lot of people say, I need it by when, right? But a lot of times, also, the same people who are reading it will not respond to your email. So how do you counter that? Set a response with deadline means I will need your answer by this, but if I do not get your response by when, I will proceed to do this. Okay? This is so that you cover yourself. You have to cover your tracks by making sure that when you do not respond on a yes or no, I will still proceed because I will take it as you have read it and did not come back to me, which means to say you agree. I will take your silence as agreement. Okay? Now, of course, you also need to know who you're talking to. Alright? If you are talking to your boss, you probably cannot do that. Right? But if you're talking to your colleague who are probably within the same or different department, okay, and you're just liaising with each other, you have to cover it and make sure that this is done. Right? Second thing, what you can do is you need to inform through multiple channels. Now, multiple channels, one of course, the most important one is through email. Why is email important? Anyone?
Official.
It's an official one, right? Now, do you know as of, I think, 5 to 10 years ago, WhatsApp has now become a legal communication platform, which also means that if I could not get through to you via email, I will also go through with you via WhatsApp. Which also means that not WhatsApp all the social media, all the messenger platforms, right? Telegram or Live, WeChat, all this. Yeah. Now, it depends on your company's culture. If you have set WhatsApp to be your company's go-to messenger, then use WhatsApp. If your company goes through a lot of communication with China people from China, then you will need to use WeChat and so on and so on. Now, there are also people who prefer to use Telegram because whatever Telegram you're sent through Telegram will always be stored and backed up, which means even your documents and all will be there. Now, this also, if you talk about cybersecurity, I think Arthur will also agree, is also, if you use Telegram, right, it is also a risk, alright, because there are sometimes people that you don't want in there could still download your things, and this is something. So you have to understand which your company prefers, and you move along with that. So informing through multiple channels. Normally, what I do is I will at least inform 3 ways. Number 1 is my email. First and foremost is must. Number 2, I will follow up with a WhatsApp. Now, my company uses mainly WhatsApp back then. Alright, so I will WhatsApp them and I say, hey, I just sent you an email about this. Alright, please look through and respond. You don't have to repeat everything in your email, but you are informing them, please go and read your email. Finally, when you have the time, go up to their desk and say, hey, I sent you something, and if possible, if let's say there are 2 people sitting there, right, make sure the other person is there to listen to you also. You say, I sent you something on email about 1 hour ago. Can you just have a look? Alright. If you're, of course, looking into something that's very urgent, you will need to talk to them urgently, which means to say, after you send an email, hey, I sent you an email, please read your email right now. I need your answer by then. So there are 3 formats. Now, all these 3 will make it very difficult for the other person to dispute you, right? They say, oh, I sent an email. Oh, I didn't see your email. I also reminded you on WhatsApp. Oh, I didn't check my WhatsApp. I went up to your table and told you just now. Now, this one very susah to deny already, right? Yeah. So the fact of the matter is you need to counter non-response. And I'm not saying that you're doing this to catch people, no. You're doing this to protect yourself. Okay, because when it comes to communication, a lot of times why there is dispute is because I say, you say, we listen, but then no one acknowledge. Alright? So because of that, you need to make sure that while you are saying something that is work related, you make sure someone is there to listen to you also. Someone who's not part of your conversation, also part of your agreement in that sense. Right? So you're making sure that you inform through multiple channels.